like that. Good evening. Welcome to the Bedminster Township Committee. This is our regularly scheduled Township Committee meeting of March 3rd, 2025. I'll recognize that we have a quorum of Township Committee present here in person. Joining me, Committeewoman Renee Moreski, attending remotely, Committeeman Hickey, and Committeeman Stevenson and Committeewoman Fernandez have excused absences. Ms. Ray, may we please have the Open Public Meetings Act statement?
Yes, Mayor. Adequate notice of this meeting of the Township Committee was sent to the Courier News Somerville, Burnsville News Whippany, and to all subscribers and posted at the Township Municipal Building on January 7th, 2025.
Great, thank you. Please join me in standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, this is the time of the meeting that we open up the microphone or your computer or your telephone for public comment. Anyone wishing to make a public comment, ask a question. Once again, you are not guaranteed an answer or a response. Now's your opportunity to do so.
Mayor,
I don't see anyone here in person raising their hand. I don't see anyone remote indicating otherwise as well. So we will move on. We have one set of meeting minutes to approve. That's the February 18 Township Committee meeting. That was our regular meeting. No executive, and while there was a budget meeting, those minutes have not yet been prepared. Any comments or questions regarding the February 18 meeting minutes?
No.
Seeing none, take a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, permits and raffles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 permits and raffles. We're starting off with the first one, which is a special use permit for Bernards High School to use the Miller Lane Park baseball field from March 10, 2025 through April 1, 2025. And the Miller Lane Park is located at 1 Miller Lane. So Robin, my understanding that this is the high school is obviously doing some work on the fields over in Bernardsville. And this is the request to use Miller Lane Park. So this, once again, just to confirm, this is not River Road Park. It's Miller Lane over here.
That's correct. This is Miller Lane Park, and just like you said, they're having some work done on the fields. Typically, our ball fields don't open until April 1st by ordinance, but we are asking the Township Committee by way of special use permit for Bernards High to get on the fields beginning March 10th. Mike Hoppy, who is the athletic director and vice principal, is on the line here. If you have any questions of him?
AD Hoppy, I do not have any questions for you. Renee, Colin?
Happy to be able to help them out.
Absolutely.
Okay, so let's take this one individually. If there's no more questions or comments regarding special use permit for the high school to use Miller Lane, I'll take a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you, Mr. Hoppy.
I really appreciate the help.
The other permits and raffles. Next is a social affair permit to benefit the Willow School on May 17, 2025 from 6 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. at the Willow School. Next is a social affair permit to benefit the Willow School on May 19th from 8 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. located at Hamilton Farm Golf Club. Then a social affair permit to benefit Children's Specialized Hospital Foundation on July 14, 2025 from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. at Hamilton Farm Golf Club. An on-premise merchandise raffle to benefit the Center for Great Expectations on April 11, 2025 from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. located at Fiddler's Elbow. an off-premise 50-50 raffle to benefit the Center for Great Expectations on July 15, 2025, from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. located at Fiddler's Elbow Country Club, and an on-premise 50-50 raffle to benefit Fellowship Light Foundation on June 2nd, 2025, from 10:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. at Fiddler's Elbow Country Club. Any questions, comments regarding those permits and raffles? Seeing none, take a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Monthly report discussion by subcommittee chair, Committeewoman Mareski.
Good evening, Mayor. Good evening, everyone. Some things to catch everybody up with on the Jacobus Vanderveer House. I want to formally welcome Yolanda Sillo as the new president of the Friends of Jacobus Vanderveer House. I'd like to extend a big thank you to Laurel Porcelli, the outgoing president, for all her hard work and dedication over these past few years. And I'd like to welcome back to the board Sean Blinn, who was recently elected as a returning board member. Just to catch you up with, a couple weekends ago on February 23rd, the Heritage Trail Foundation Association held the Five Generals Tour. This is an annual event. So for anybody who doesn't know about this, it's a bus tour with a Vox audio system that narrates a tour of five historically important houses in Somerset County, with a stop at each house for a quick tour. JVH is one of them. I believe we were the third stop this year. Among the attendees were several of the county residents who are participating in the Somerset County Docent Program. This is a program designed by the Somerset County Cultural and Heritage Commission, designed to provide volunteers with the essential skills and foundational knowledge needed to become volunteer docents with these five general houses. This will provide wonderful secondary staffing that'll help give JVH some flexibility hosting new programs. And some things to put on your calendar for JVH. The Middlebrook Symposium is March 15th at Raritan Valley Community College. And if anybody needs some information, I have it up here. Our next school day is April 9th. I'm not sure what schools are attending, but I will let you know. And I can't believe it's time already, but the Field of Honor with the White House Wind Symphony is June 7th. And a quick mention of a grant that JVH just received. I believe, Robin, you can correct me if I'm wrong. They receive this almost every year. The County History Partnership Program, they received a grant of $20,000. And just to let everyone know, this grant is for general operating support to continue the organization's educational program and outreach programs, as well as for administrative costs. So for example, the school day programs, this is where JVH takes those funds out. It's a really nice little grant. And that's all I have for JVH for now. And just to let everyone know, the Environmental Commission meeting for this Wednesday has been canceled.
Okay,
And that's all I have.
that's all you have? Okay, thank you. And certainly congratulations to Yolanda, and a big expression of appreciation to Laurel Porcelli for running JVH for these past 2 years. So well done, Laurel, and I look forward to a great relationship with Yolanda. Committeeman Hickey.
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening, all. A little apologies for my bit of a raspy voice, but want to give you a quick update on the Board of Health. They had a meeting a couple of weeks ago. We'll start with the relatively mundane. They've reviewed and approved a septic application. Now for the fun stuff, a reminder that the board will sponsor a presentation called Cooking with Herbs, scheduled for March 26th from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. at Town Hall. The cost is $10 per person, and you can register online. We just ask that you do so by St. Patrick's Day. And speaking of programs, the very popular CPR program that we ran a couple of years ago will return to Town Hall this summer. We had a great showing, so the board is looking forward to sponsoring that program once again. Details to follow. On the Board of Ed, a feasibility study was discussed at the February Board of Ed meeting. Bedminster Township School will be working with the Somerset Hills School District to apply for a grant to conduct a school regionalization feasibility study. This does not mean that Bedminster School is merging with Somerset Hills. It does mean that if the grant is approved, there is money to explore how the school district could potentially merge with the Somerset Hills School District and whether or not it would result in cost savings or other benefits to the students and the taxpayers. This is a very long process, which may lead to something different or simply maintain the status quo. As I recall, the last time this opportunity was explored was back in the early 2000s. So I suspect the board determined it was probably time to re-examine this important issue. And Mayor, that's all I have.
Okay, Colin, I just want to follow up on that. So last week, I was reading across America at the Bedminster School. As I was waiting for the kids to bring me down to their classroom, Superintendent Giordano came out to speak with me and gave me the advance notice. This is probably about 5 minutes before she clicked send on the email, and let me know that the school board and the administration were going to move forward with that grant application. It sounds as if Somerset Hills is going to be the lead on the grant writing, or certainly the application for the grant. Superintendent Brian Brutchall will be working with Jen on that application. And Superintendent Giordano was very excited about the prospects of the grant application. She had high hopes that between Somerset Hills and the Bedminster Township School, that the grant would be received favorably by the folks down in Trenton, and was looking forward to starting that process. So it's very good news. And yes, I believe it was 2003 was the last time they formally looked at the regionalization. Since then, we know that there's been audits and disputes about the amount of tuition that Bedminster pays, and I think there were some adjustments based on that. So it's all been positive. So this sounds like a very interesting development for two school systems.
Yep.
For subcommittee reports, there's no land use board meeting. They were supposed to have a farmers market meeting last week. That was put off for another week. So that's actually another 2 weeks. So that'll be reported at our next meeting. We've had no ag meeting. So really, I don't have much more on subcommittee reports. Where's Ray? Right, please have the administrator's report.
Okay, February 19th, I participated in a town hall group project pre-construction meeting with the vendor, which is Marshall Incorporated, and our project consultants from Roof Maintenance Systems. We discussed materials being used, pedestrian safety, because we do a court in session, storage of equipment and materials, work hours, and crew. Mobilization and erecting of scaffolding will tentatively start the week of April 14th. And the project's expected to take about 6 months to complete. Highlands Planning Grant, I actually received official confirmation from the Highlands that our submitted scope of work and budget was approved for the Pluckman Pocket Park. Sorry.
Pocket Park.
That's a lot of pieces.
That's a lot of, yes, it is.
That's a mouthful.
Yes.
To reallocate 70,000 in grants from a prior grant. So that's terrific news for us.
And so once again, that's for design, engineering.
Design and engineering and construction. Yeah.
Great.
We had a budget work session, number 3, which was back on February 24th, where we primarily discussed the capital budget. And we have another budget meeting coming up on March 10th, budget work session number 4, where the focus will be on the tax assessments and operating budget. Then we have sewer transmission advisory board, which we had this, you and I.
Yeah, I guess I should have reported on that, Steph. Right.
That Bedminster Township hosted, it's called STAB, Sewer Transmission Advisory Board, which is a shared service between Bedminster, Far Hills, and PPAC Gladstone, where we all bring sewer together and send it over to EDC. So we introduced the operating and capital budget. Operating budget was approved unanimously. The capital budget requires a little bit more additional information as it pertains to a full inspection of the force main, which is something the board is considering at this time. So more to come on that. Coming up, we have a FEMA meeting.
And was that, just to clarify, that's the force main from Miller Lane down to EDC?
That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah, there'll be a inspection of the full line. So coming up, we have a bunch of meetings this week. FEMA meeting regarding flood map updates. March 5th, we have a DOT meeting coming up to discuss the Route 287 bridge over 202-206 by Schley Mountain Road. We also have Somerset County Hazard Mitigation Plan Review meeting coming up with the county OEM folks this week. On March 6th is a demo at the Bridgewater PD by Brink Emergency Service Drone Technology. So I'll report, and you probably report on those at our next meeting.
Well, I don't think I'm going to make the Brink presentation at Bridgewater, but know that Commander Hickey, I'm not sure if you're going. I think Elliot is going to go. Elliot Perez, our IT director.
Yep.
Chief, I'm not sure if anyone from PD is going to attend that presentation as well. So we'll have some good representation there. So I may not be reporting back, but you can.
Or the chief can. So, and that concludes my report. We have a lot going on.
Great. Well, yeah, it is a busy time of the year with budgets and a lot of not just the municipal budget, but all our other boards and commissions moving forward with their budgets as well. Chief Bernardo, any update on community policing?
Hey, good evening. No update tonight, Mayor.
Great. We do not have any ordinances to introduce. We have no ordinances scheduled for public hearing. We do have 3 items on the consent agenda. These are items of a routine nature. Any member of the Township Committee may pull any of those items or all of them off for individual consideration. Seeing none, take a motion to approve the items on the consent agenda.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call vote, please. Let's see, who do I have left here? Committeeman Hickey,
Aye.
Committeewoman Moreski,
Aye.
and Mayor Jacobs.
Aye.
Thank you.
We do have 2 resolutions up for individual consideration. The first resolution is Resolution 2025-043. This authorizes Bedminster Township's bloodborne pathogens exposure control plan in compliance with the Occupational Safety and Health Administration standards. Robin, I don't believe I've in all the years I've been up here, I don't remember seeing this one before.
Sure. Well, you're going to have a series of different documents coming at you like this. These are requirements that are, well, not only OSHA requirements, but requirements of the JIF that we adopt these different policies. So we identified those departments that would be, could potentially be exposed to bloodborne pathogens. Obviously, our first responders, the police department, public works, and also recreation. Dealing with children and injuries in camp. So, and Rodney from the sewer authority as well. So those 4 departments, there's a exposure control plan that we put in place and identifying who, is susceptible and what to do in the event of. So, and this is going to be distributed to all of our employees and with the option for hepatitis B vaccinations if they haven't already done those. There's a series of 3, sometimes 4 vaccinations that need to be done. And I've been in touch with the county who's helping to assist with that effort of getting everybody vaccinated that needs to be.
Okay, so other than the plan being handed out, is there any other presentation on this issue?
No, I mean, we'll go over it with those employees and this will be part of, their employment package that they'll have these materials and we'll be updating this from time to time. We do have a couple other programs that we're going to be implementing over the next couple of weeks that Director Randolph is working on there.
Okay.
And every department gets the book in their department, so the guys can read through it wherever it needs to be.
Okay, so it's basically read it,
Yeah.
be familiar with it, but no one from Board of Health or the county is coming down to
No.
give an understanding of.
The JIF, we went through, did a class on the JIF.
Okay.
online. It was mandatory.
And the camp staff, they do during their orientation, they also do a bloodborne pathogens, class, so they know that what they're exposed to.
Okay,
Okay, so we really.
okay. Any questions or comments regarding this resolution?
Mayor, I just want to make a point. We've been doing the training and we've had the engineering controls in place for many years. This is simply just putting all of the departments into one document. We're not doing anything really new. We're just kind of documenting it, which we probably should have done years ago. But like I said, we've been doing the training. We have the engineering controls in place. So everybody's pretty much on board already with the details of it.
Good. That's very helpful. So once again, saying no further comments, questions, take a motion to approve this resolution.
So moved.
Second,
Roll call vote, please. Committeeman Hickey,
aye.
Committeewoman Moreski,
Aye.
and Mayor Jacobs.
Aye.
Thank you.
Next is resolution 2025-046. This resolution authorizes a shared services agreement with PPAC and Gladstone Borough for joint use of block 29, lot 31.01 in PPAC and Gladstone as the designated location for emergency debris. Jason, why do I have a feeling I'm going to point this one to you?
So Brad approached us and was going to put this resolution into play. It's really for if we get overfilled here with our debris storage. It lets us have the ability to bring it over there. They have a larger debris storage facility at their DPW. So we just wanted to have it written up. They're going to do the same resolutions in PPAC.
Tomorrow.
Okay, so we have an interlocal agreement.
Correct, and both the municipal attorneys, Polaro and the PPAC Gladstone attorney have reviewed the agreement.
And so this is, so I don't see any fee in here.
There's no
No.
fee.
No
It's a
fee.
10-year.
No.
It's a 10-year.
10-year agreement, we get to, if we need overflow, goes up the street.
And it's a temporary storage facility until we have to get rid of it.
Great. Any further questions or comments? Seeing none, take a motion to approve resolution 2025-046.
So moved,
Second.
Let me Luke. Committeeman Hickey, roll call. vote.
aye.
Committeewoman Moreski
Aye.
and Mayor Jacobs.
Aye.
Thank you.
And take a motion to approve the bill list pending review of individual invoices.
So moved.
Second,
Roll call vote again, please. Committeeman Hickey,
aye.
Woman Moreski,
Aye.
and Mayor Jacobs.
Aye.
Thank you.
Committeeman Hickey, Committeewoman Reski, any items you want to put up for discussion under new business?
Not at this time.
Nope.
Well said. What's this? Committeeman Hickey, we'll start with you on utilities.
Mayor, I have no utility updates. Don't know if Jason has any updates he wants to share, but I have none.
No.
Well, moving right along. Don, is there anything public that we could discuss regarding Pluckman Park Senior Housing?
Nothing new, Mayor.
Nothing new. And Somerset Hills Public Safety Committee meeting. Robin, you had mentioned the presentation by Brink, BRINC, over at Bridgewater. That's for this week. So at our next meeting, we'll have a report back on that. And we probably don't have another Public Safety Committee meeting till later in the month. So that won't be reported back until not next meeting, but the following meeting.
Correct, March
Okay.
20th.
All right. That's the agenda. So we have no executive session, which is good because, you know, he's remote and he's coaching basketball team as they continue the triumphant season. So go Coach Stevenson. We'll go through Township Committee comments. Start with Committeewoman Moreski.
I don't have anything for tonight, Mayor. Thank you.
Committeeman Hickey.
Just wishing Committeeman Stevenson and his team best of luck against Madison tonight. Nothing else, Mayor. Thank you.
Okay, and I am not going to belabor the evening. So it's 7:25. Take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second,
All in favor?
Aye.
aye,
Aye. Thank you and good
Good
night.
night, all.
good night, thank you,
Thank you, John. Thank you, Chief.
Bye, guys.
good night,
Be well.
thank you, you too.
Good night.